be like a legit threat.
It could
Who
be.
knows?
I mean, the spark is there. One of the also interesting things is Ultimate actually hit the player cap.
Yep.
So there are a couple people who were like, oh, well, in Ultimates, I can't enter that one, so I'll enter this other one.
Yep.
So it's a good opportunity for them to find stuff out.
And they Ultimate like exceeded the cap. They were trying to close it, and like a couple extra just bled over. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow, I didn't expect to see DarkGenex here. I saw him at a New Jersey tournament.
Yeah, he actually comes to Georgia a surprising amount. Not that we love DarkGenex here, right? He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
But he hangs out in our Discord because there's like a lot of high-level weeb discussion in there. So
understood.
He hangs out in there sometimes.
And this is the perfect con for him then.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's in Georgia. You know, the people are here. He gets to show up to Georgia like he does sometimes.
Yeah, and it's an anime con.
Yeah.
So all of his needs satiated.
And his melee.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to see Fox Puff. DarkGenex, who is the one I know quite well, is a quick player. He's very agile with his Fox.
Yeah.
And willing to use his speed to go to great lengths to take a stock. Is how I would describe him.
So he's going in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I saw him was in doubles at Apex 2016. I was very surprised that someone I hadn't heard of at that point was moving the way that he did.
Oh, yeah.
And now, of course, I'm like, oh, I should have heard of him ages ago. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
Sometimes,
Also, shout-outs to the Puff playing the best Puff color. Look how cute that bow is.
That's my favorite one also.
It's your favorite?
Yeah.
See, because you know it's the best one.
It's the best one.
Yeah.
It's the N64 shout-out, too. The bow, yeah. It's the only one. The rest are all different.
The original costume.
Definitely my favorite. Also, one of my first like ranked players in Georgia that I got to meet and hang out with, he played Blue Puff.
Right.
So there's that.
It has the nostalgia factor for you too.
Yeah, it's important. Oh, BisonM. He's a pretty solid Puff player. I forget which. There's a tournament I think in Georgia. He did pretty surprisingly well at. He upset somebody that was. I can't remember who it was.
Does BisonM also play Street Fighter?
I don't know that.
You'd think so because of M. Bison.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, but we have a lot of percent already. Goes for down throw, trying to get a tech read. Guess not confident in the up throw conversion, or maybe knows doesn't have the room to run off stage from the up throw up air.
Oh,
doesn't get a dash.
What was the thing? BisonM also missed the up smash on shield punish. You can actually rest that at a shield. It's worth the trade, I think.
Yeah.
If you're behind this Puff.
I've seen a lot of Puffs not really go for it. Sometimes I think it's maybe just a little too quick, and that's something you have to sort of like shadow box, sort of have to train.
Yeah.
Just to get your body used to doing it on reaction, because it's not one of those things you really have time to think out.
Yeah, you just have to know, you have to react.
Yeah, if you hesitate, it's already too late. Most Puffs know that, and then a lot of the times they don't end up going for it.
You can buffer the jump with C-stick, which I find to be more successful, but you still have to hold up short enough to short hop with it. So
yeah. It's a good idea. Give yourself a little bit more of a window.
Oh. Okay, I see. He's definitely a speedy boy.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I actually really like using full hop nairs, using the platforms to sort of challenge airspace for Puff. The way I see this matchup very often is Puff dominates on the horizontal plane in the air because of the ridiculous aerial acceleration and the big hitboxes. Fox, because of his ability to fast fall and is relatively high, but just like excellent height, full hop, he'll be playing the vertical control game. So it's all about Puff trying to control the horizontal space, and then Fox will either rise from underneath or come down from on top.
See, DarkGenex trying to do a couple of cool things. He nailed that moonwalk up smash that he was going for. But you just need it. He's just kind of knocking BisonM off stage over and over with aerials right now. He's not trying to force the killing hit too hard, which is important.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know, that's a good presence of mind not to go back to the stage and to say like, oh, you know, if I get that launch hit of the Firefox, it'll end up being the KO.
Oh. BisonM's had a little bit of trouble finishing his edge guards too, I've noticed. He's been, pretty close each time, but, pretty close is the difference between taking the stock and dropping it. So.
Yeah, that's really good edge coverage from BisonM. Despite finding himself a stock down, this is a matchup where we know Puff has explosive potential. Speaking of explosive, DarkGenex explodes off the stage. He'll be able to make it back, though. Very low percent.
You could have done that any better, dude. That was perfect. But BisonM gets the second up throw rests, and DarkGenex not quite fast enough in the reaction to DI the up throw. Oh!
Yeah, but you can see once again, DarkGenex putting aerials where he think Puff might rise to, trying to get a little bit of damage. Yeah, there's pretty much two strategies you'll see Fox players use against Jigglypuff. One, they'll go for those tactical kills, up throw, up air, jab, up smash. The other, you just keep hitting her. Is that another one? He's going for the edge guard.
Okay.
Doesn't want to trade stocks. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, I think he used all his jumps there. You see DarkGenex kind of doing both though, right? Like earlier he was kind of just hitting Puff over and over, but as soon as it tied back up, he was looking for those really precise, lower percent kills.
Yeah, it seems like a decent strategy too, because when you're in the lead, you can sort of like grind it out, and trades become a good thing for you, right? Because if the game continues at the rate that it's going, you'll end up winning. Oh. Yep, read wrong. That's the second time he's read roll in off of down throw, so no reason for BisonM to decide to make that move.
And we'll see. BisonM managed to clean up some of his edge guard game, so if he can get a back throw by the ledge, something like that, you might be able to take the stock from DarkGenex a low percent.
Wow, dashing right through BisonM. No fear. I mean, yeah, like we said, one stock, we've seen the explosive damage potential, the ability to edge guard, and the ability to fly off stage really quickly because you're so light.
Also, one of the things I think a lot of players think that sometimes Puff players have really bad DI, but it's because they're trying to drift, right?
Yes.
It's kind of a unique thing with Puff specifically where, you know, so much of your game is involved around aerial drift, so.
And it just so happens that when you whiff, you're usually going to try to pull away to keep yourself safe.
Right.
And because of that, you're just holding straight away. It's like no angle, basically.
That's what happened to BisonM with the last stock there.
Yeah, for sure.
So picked a smaller stage. He's going to be closer to Fox more often, so we'll see how that plays out for him.
And I like DarkGenex has really been playing the camping game, but we saw that BisonM seemed to like, he went for that one edge guard early instead of a rest, right? So that might be part of his strategy. And as so eloquently put by my friends, on Fountain and Yoshi's, the whole stage is basically the ledge. So for Puff, a back throw almost anywhere is going to put Fox off stage, facing the right direction.
It's kind of crazy how quickly you can be in the other corner when you were in the other corner, the previous corner before.
Really just one hit away.
We do see though that BisonM has given.
Gotta do some shield pressure and get out of here.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a new strat.
Gets pounded.
Given the way that DarkGenex has been pressuring and the way BisonM has kind of been playing, BisonM's been really taking his time to move out of positions. He doesn't want to force things too hard. So he's been in the corner for most of the game so far, in both games.
Yeah, but I like not going up for the up air. It only works up to like about 110%. So instead, he takes to the top platform for a little bit more pressure. As we're taking the stock, we have an even game, 3 stocks apiece.
DarkGenex has been doing a pretty good job of avoiding getting grabbed outside of those 2 times in a row on Battlefield. But you know, he's avoiding a lot of the common Puff grab setups.
A little bit of moonwalk drift working out well for DarkGenex. BisonM, I feel like, always just sort of playing a little bit from behind, just a little.
Yeah, he has. And sometimes that's okay for Puff playing behind, as long as you have the explosive punish game. You know, you get the grabs.
Yep.
You get the back throws off stage, things like that. But once again, DarkGenex has been avoiding all that stuff. So
we haven't yet really seen like the big up air combos, and DarkGenex has been taking to the skies quite a lot for pressure. So maybe a couple up air reads would do well for BisonM. I kind of like that too, though, drifting back just a little bit, letting DarkGenex come, getting a whiff punish, counter poke.
Oh. Oh, no.
Probably meant to be a cross-up there.
Oh, no.
Edge guard. Has enough jumps, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Just barely.
Just barely, yeah. I think he let one of the jumps sink a little bit too much to barely get that air dodge.
Once again, playing from a stock behind. Seen BisonM be able to keep it close the whole time in the seesaw battle.
We're also seeing DarkGenex, I don't know, he's dropping a couple stocks to, oh no.
Another air dodge.
Unfortunate for BisonM. But yeah, he was trying to flex a little bit, right? Like, the kind of stuff that, you know,